Patterns. These are regular, repeated, or recurring forms or designs. Studying patterns helps students in identifying relationships and finding logical connections to form generalizations and make predictions. So here is our example about patterns under nature of mathematics. Meron tayong example which is isang circle, dalawang circle, tatlong circle, apat na circle. And then dun sa fourth term, bumalik siya sa isang circle. Then the second term, what is the next term sabi niya dito? So kung dito pala makikita mo na yung patterns. Una is isang circle, pangalawa dalawang circle, katlo tatlong circles, and then pangapat, apat na circles. Then bumalik tayo dun sa first term which is one circle. Then what is the next term? Syempre dalawang circle. So that is the pattern. Another example, meron tayong 1, 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, and 25. Yung pattern niya, kung yung second term, halimbawa, yung second term, ima-minus mo yung first term, makukuha mong difference is 4. So, ganun din sa ibang, din sa mga kasunod na terms. Kung yung, for example, yung 25, ima-minus mo yung 21, makukuha mo is 4. So, may common difference sila, which is 4. May pattern siya. Dito naman sa ikatlong example, circle, square, circle, triangle, circle, square, circle. Siyempre, ano yung kasunod? Triangle. Bakit siya naging triangle? Kasi first term is circle, second term is square, third term is circle, fourth term is triangle. So, bumalik na naman tayo dun sa first term which is circle, and then the next term is square. Then the next term is circle, and then ano ba yung kasunod ng circle pagdating dun sa fourth term? Siyempre, triangle. Snowflakes and honeycombs. The terms symmetry indicates that you can draw an imaginary line across an object. This type of symmetry is known as line or bilateral symmetry. Is evident in most animals, including humans. Under snowflakes and honeycomb naman natin, which is angle of rotation, ito naman yung example natin, which is flower. So, since flower, nakakapag-form siya ng 6 angles, angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 angle. So, yung formula natin for angle of rotation is 360 degrees over n. So, 360 degrees over number of angles that form from flower. So, 360 over 6. So, makukuha natin is 60 degrees. So, each angle, meron tayong 60 degrees. Packing problems involve finding the optimum method of filling up a given space, such as a cubic or spherical container. Here is our example about packing problem. A wall is 25 feet by 12 feet by 2 feet. How many bricks needed to make another wall with the same dimension if each brick has 5 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet? So, first step is we need to get the volume of the bricks and the wall. So, the volume of the bricks, which has the dimension of 25 feet by 12 feet by 2 feet, or the length times width times height of the wall, is 600. And the volume of the bricks, which has 5 times 4 times 2, is 40. And then you need to divide the volume of wall to volume of the brick. So 600 divided by 40 is 15. So the number of bricks needed to make another wall with the same dimension is 15 pieces. World population. It is used to describe a population growth after several times or years. Mathematics can be used to model a population growth. The formula of exponential growth is A is equal to PE raised to RT, where A stands for the size of the population after it grows, P initial number of population, R rate of growth, and T stands for time. Here is our example about world population. If the population of a town is growing at 1% per year, how long will it take for the population to double? For example, we have our 1% rate per year according to the problem. And for example, we have sample population which has 300. So how long it take for the population to double? So we have the A is equal to PE raised to RT. So 2P is equal to 300 e raised to 0.01 t since t is unknown. So 2 times p, which is 300, is we have 600. And then rewrite 300 e raised to 0.01 t. And then divide both sides by 300. So we makakakuha tayo yung 2 is equal to e raised to 0.01 t. And then since e raised to 0.01 t is equal to 2, pwede natin siyang gawing logarithmic or logarithmic form. Then log of 2 to the base of e is equal to 0.01 t. And then yung equivalent ng log of 2 to the base of e is equal to 0.693. And then divide both sides by 0.01, so meron na tayo time which has 69.3 years. So 69.3 years ang lilipas bago mag-double yung population. Sequence. It is an ordered list of numbers called terms that may have repeated values. The arrangement of these terms is set by a definite rule. Here is our example under sequence. So example, meron tayong given ng 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and missing for the 7th term. So kung titingnan natin, may pattern, kagaya siya ng pattern, may pattern din siya. So sa 1, nag-add siya ng 3. Sa 3, nag-add siya ng 2 para makuha yung 5. Sa 5, nag-add siya ng 2 para makuha yung 7. Sa 7, nag-add siya ng 2 para makuha yung 9. And then sa 9, nag-add siya ng 2 para makuha yung 11. So, pwede rin natin makuha yung 7th term by adding 2 for the next, dun sa unang term. So, dun sa 11, mag-add ka ng 2. So, magiging 13 siya kasi mag-add ka ng 2. So, yan yung sequence. Pero may other way para makuha yung 7th term which is 13. So, ito yung formula for sequence. Since yung sequence natin, nakapattern siya na may common difference which is 2. So, pwede natin gamitin yung formula which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times the common difference. So, since 7th term yung hinahanap natin, kaya e sub 7 is equal to the first term natin, which is our first term is 1, and then plus n, kung ilan sila. Since pang 7 yung hinahanap natin which is 13, pang 7 term siya, kaya naging 7 minus 1. And then the common difference which is 2. Kung titingnan natin, 11 minus 9, makakakuha ka ng 2. Or 13 minus 11, 2 yung common difference. So, by simplifying, so 1, write 1 plus 7 minus 1 is 6 multiplied by 2. So 1 plus 12 is equal to 13. Kaya 13 yung a sub 7 natin for the 7th term. Fibonacci sequence. It is named after the Italian mathematician Leonardo of Pisa, who was better known by his name as Fibonacci. It is also formed by adding the preceding two numbers beginning with 0 and 1. So here is our example, Fibonacci sequence. Meron tayong first term which is 0, second term is 1, third term is 1, fourth term is 2, fifth term is 3, sixth term is 5, seventh term is 8, and eighth term is 13. So paano nakuha yung mga next term nila? So according to the definition of Fibonacci sequence, sabi niya, by adding preceding two numbers, so makukuha mo yung next term. So, for example, yung first term, which is 0, and then the second term is 1. 0 plus 1 is makukuha mo yung third term, which is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. Then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And 8 plus 13 is equal to 21. That is the next term, kung meron pa. Golden ratio. It is the ratio of two Fibonacci numbers. Under golden ratio naman, here is our example, which kung meron tayong given na law, which is A is equal to 15 angstrom, and B is equal to, or Y is equal to 10 angstrom. So yung formula natin for golden ratio, which is long over wide, or A over B. Yung long natin, which is 15 over wide, is 10. So 15 over 10 is equal to 1.5. That's it.